Hey y'all, how's it going? Okay, I think I'm live both on Instagram and YouTube. Hi people, how are we? I am good, actually, personally, despite like the world. But I personally am doing well. Yeah, I hope all is well with you. I hope all is well with you too. Hi Ross. Oh my god, hi Songtree Wellness. How are you? Welcome in, everybody. Hi. So I think I said I was going to be doing like more like psychic readings. I'm going to do astrology instead because I don't feel like it today. I just was like, I don't really want to tune into guides and all that today. So we're going to be doing astrology instead. Hi, Aster. Okay, cool. All right, hey, we have some people on YouTube. Hey guys. So we're going to be doing some hi Clarissa. So we're gonna be doing some new moon astrology. I don't know new moon astrology. We're gonna be doing some astrology chart mini readings because it was a new moon, because it just feels like fun. So we are gonna be doing that. So if you want me to look at your chart, I'm doing them on donation based tonight. So I'm gonna kind of go with who's ever first, whoever I'm vibing with. If you want to send me some fundage, there is a link in my bio, and on YouTube there will be a link in the description that says donation. I think Corey, did you want me to do a check-in for you first? Because I know you kind of mentioned it before, so I don't know if you want me to do that or not. And then otherwise, if you want me to look at your chart, maybe we could talk about where the new moon is happening in your chart, maybe what's coming up for you, maybe just kind of peek at your birth chart. I'm happy to do that. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Let's start with Corey. And let's see what is, or Aster, I should say. Let's see what's going on for Aster. And Aster's info I have already, but let's see what's going on. By the way, how is everyone's new moon? Mine's like pretty good. I feel like very optimistic about personal things and professional things, like despite kind of what's happening around, So I'm liking it. It also hits my chart in like a really nice way as well. So, okay. Corey, what are we wanting to know for you? Let me kind of get myself oriented here. I have like two screens that I'm looking at right now, and I'm like, okay, wait, oh my god, there's a lot going on. Okay, Corey, are you wanting to know kind of like current energies, kind of like what to expect, just kind of like a snapshot of what's coming up, or do you have? Oh, I'm sorry, Aster. Do you have a specific? I don't know. Do you have a topic? Do you have a question you want me to look at for you, just so I can make things easier on myself? Okay. Um. Okay. Let's see what we have for Aster. Okay. Well, let me just kind of go with what. Let me kind of go with what I'm seeing right now. So, are you 35 yet? Yes, you are. So you're in a 12th house year. Okay. Let me look where this new moon was happening for you. I mean, actually, I can't see. Hold on. Let me put on my glasses. Okay. Okay. Hi, Amanda Springer. Welcome in. We're doing some astrology tonight. Well, let's see what's happening for Aster. Okay. Let me first of all mention that new moon quickly. I don't really particularly feel like this new moon is like a super huge deal for you. It is nice that it is in your 6th house, and it is trining Saturn in the 6th. So essentially, this is a good new moon energy for, beginnings, new things connected to your money, your work routines, how you're making your money. Okay. 6, let me think. And it also is trining Mars in the Sun in your 10th house of career as well. So I do like that kind of generally if you needed some sort of like stimulating energy for like for anything kind of career related. I do want to point your attention to hi Amanda. I do want to point your attention to the fact that the nodes are about to be conjunct slash opposite your Mercury. So essentially you're going to start having in March, we're going to start having some eclipses in Virgo and Pisces. So I think a lot going on for you in the realm of like teaching, what classes you're offering, your various kind of communication projects. I feel like you're maybe going to start reaching people that I feel like you're going to get more people in your local community for sure, because those eclipses are hitting your 3rd house, but also they're going to be in your 9th as well. So it could feel like maybe more travel opportunities. Maybe more people are going to just start seeing your stuff essentially. I also wonder, like, writing, like, I don't know. Do you have any like plans to write anything or like write a book or write a manual, or is there some sort of significant writing project that you have in mind that's not just like your newsletter that you do every month? Because that pops in my head as I start talking about that. Um, because your Mercury in Virgo, Mercury being planet of communication and writing. I mean, I'm sure you know this, but the South Node is going to be conjunct Mercury. Hi, Kate. How are you? We're doing some astrology tonight. But yeah, I wonder if you have any plans for like. Okay, yeah, I mean, I was kind of thinking. I mean, that's cool. So, fantasy book and a metaphysical book. I wonder if it's both. However, I'm definitely more. I don't know. I think it could definitely be both. I just felt like you're working on some sort of like important project as far as like a book. Anything you're doing with publishing, anything that you're doing with media, anything that you're doing with writing, just because it's hitting like the nodes in the eclipses are going to be hitting your Mercury. And Mercury in your chart actually governs the 9th house of publishing, of media. It also rules over your 6th house of like work and health things. My feeling is with these eclipses coming up, I'm just kind of wondering, like, I don't know, it's kind of giving to me like significant endeavors relating to maybe like publishing or something. So I would not be shocked if that were to actually happen. Let me actually look at that March 14th one. So, yeah, that eclipse on March 14th is a lunar eclipse in Virgo, that's happening right on your Mercury. So, hold on, let me look. Yeah, that's going to be something to really watch. Let me see what's happening here. So with eclipses, and I know this is like a little far away, but with eclipses, we want to be thinking about things that are going on, things that are happening like a week and a half on either side of that eclipse. So again, eclipse in your 9th house of teaching, publishing, higher education, spirituality. It could be both things that you were talking about with the metaphysical book and with the fantasy novel. Whatever's happening with that eclipse, this eclipse just feels very, very serious for everybody. There's like a serious gravity to it because Saturn will be conjunct. Saturn will be opposing the eclipse in your 3rd house. So I just feel like I don't know, you're going to be getting serious about whatever kind of publishing or like teaching thing that you are doing. And I just feel like there's a lot of action with that around middle of March for you. So Yeah. Let me look and see if there's anything happening particularly for you, like right at this moment. But yeah, that's like the first thing that I went to. So hold on. Okay. Um, I don't know. Let's see. Okay, Mars retrograde. Yeah, we know that. Hmm, I don't know. I think. Oh, hold on. I gotta have my. Let's have Kitty say hello to YouTube, and also Kitty say hello to Instagram. She can't. I was like, you can't take residence on this lap for free, babe. I'm sorry. I have to publicize you a little bit. Um, I'm gonna say that's what I mostly have to tell you. I do no, yeah, that's what I mostly have to tell you. Um, I can't think of anything else right now. I will say one more thing. Uranus also stationed retrograde, and it's stationed retrograde exactly opposing your Venus. So Venus rules the 10th house of career. It's in the 11th house, and it also rules the fifth. Um, I kind of feel like you need to make sure that you are having enough fun and that you're doing enough like creative endeavors on the side. Just because I know that you're a very industrious, hardworking, practical Capricorn rising. But I feel like Uranus is going to kind of keep shaking up things for you in the creative realm, in the realm of like fun, but also that could also open you up to new things relating to like career and also like with your social media following as well too. So if there are like shakeups kind of coming in, or if you all of a sudden want to be doing something different, um, I would be checking that out. So yeah, so keep that in mind because I forgot it's like yeah, it's stationing right there. Um, okay, all right, okay, cool. Hi Oxford, hi Hugh. Hi. Okay, so does anyone want me to take a look at their chart for them? I would be happy to just kind of crack it open, and just see what we got. Hi. I didn't realize that this cup wasn't dishwasher safe. Like half my cup isn't. I think it melted off. Okay, Kate, cool. I think I should have yours too. Let me see if I have your information. I should at this point. So we'll do Kate and then we'll do Amanda Springer. Um, so yeah, I have Kate's. Okay, so Amanda, you hang out for a second and then we'll get to you in a couple minutes and we'll look at Kate first. Kate, do you have any um Kate, do you have any specific topics you want me to look at, or like just what I'm seeing, or is there kind of some general area that you would like for me to look at? Let me pull up your. Let me see what we have going on for you. Okay. Oh yeah, you're 1 degree. Yeah, you're Virgo rising. I forget that. 1 degree Virgo rising. We have and what is our, let me find out our current age. Hold on. Just so I can look at your perfections. 24. Okay. Oh, 33. Oh, come on, Jesus year. Okay. There's a lot taking place. Okay. I mean, I feel like okay, yeah. Let's see what the fuck we got here. Pardon my language. I mean, I don't know. If you're not okay with me swearing, it's like I don't think you know me at all. So, okay. So, let's see what's going on. So, we're in a 10th house year. Oh, interesting. Okay. Um yeah, 10th house perfection year. We have a day chart. We have Jupiter, the planet of expansion, in that 10th house, in your perfected house of the year. Is any Jupiter doing anything particularly interesting in your chart? Don't you have more mutable? I feel like I remember you having more mutable stuff than I remember, or like that than I am seeing. So I mean, I feel like this is older news or this is something you're already aware of, but I wonder if you're gonna be feeling that Uranus station. Uranus did station direct today. Obviously, like innovation, rebellion, liberation, those kinds of vibes. And in your midheaven is at 25 Taurus. Uranus right now is at 23. So within, let's see. So within, I don't know, that's well within range of that conjunction. And because your birth time is slightly rounded off, I just feel like you might be feeling that now. So, or in like the next few weeks. There is a full moon, by the way, in 2 weeks that is going to be squaring that. It's going to be squaring your midheaven and it's going to be squaring Uranus, essentially. So, let me go ahead and look at that full moon. I am so sick of these damn full moon. I mean, I feel like if anyone here has if anyone here has a lot of like Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius, those fixed signs, especially in those later degrees, there has been just more kind of mess or like drama, just because Uranus has been in those later degrees, and Uranus can, frankly, instigate a lot of like shakeups. It's like, especially with like a sign like Taurus, for example, like Taurus is cool with like, I don't know, like the same old. And I feel like life for anyone who has significant points at like around 23 degrees of Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, and Scorpio, like life has been anything but, or there's been more impatience, or more restlessness to just kind of make some changes. So there is a full moon on February. Let's see, I think it's February 11th, from what I am remembering. Yeah, February 12th. February 12th in the morning. This full moon for you is going to be in your 12th house. It's going to be in your 12th house and 6th house axis. So, normally I would say like, oh, this maybe feels like a private kind of full moon. There's something maybe kind of in the background, and like that might be true, but I do feel like it's going to be more career related for you because it is going to be squaring that midheaven. I wonder if I can share my screen. No, I don't want to do that because I don't want to show your birth info. But yeah, I don't know. There's some kind of exciting energy relating to career things. Yeah. Um what's Mars doing? Is Mars pissing us off right now? What's Mars doing? Yeah. Where are we at? The 30th? Mars is on your, what's your perfection year? So Mercury. So you're in a Mercury year. I don't know. That's what else am I seeing for you? Let me look at these. I think I'm like eclipse. I'm an eclipse girly. Let's see what's happening with these eclipses, if there's anything particularly for you as well. Because these eclipses aren't starting until March, but because the nodes have switched signs already, I kind of just want to talk about them anyway. Oh, and for you, because they're in Virgo and Pisces. So these eclipses, beginnings, endings, all that shit, that's happening in your like literal house of like identity and physical body. So maybe things connected to like a physical kind of transformation, or maybe just like life will start to look like a lot different as we kind of move through 2025. I would say perhaps there is an emphasis on like serious collaboration or serious partnerships. And I wonder what you have going on as far as your I wonder what you're working on as far as like career things, because I would wonder if that would maybe introduce us to like new clients as well too. But yeah, I don't know. That's kind of what I have right now. Let me just look at this quick new moon. The new moon was actually conjunct your Saturn. So So, I do think that there is like this, frankly, kind of an overtly positive vibe to this sort of new moon energy. And for you, this new moon was about maybe new things connected to your work, like your work routines, how you work, things connected to health. It does feel like it's we're buckling down and doing something serious though, because it is conjunct your Saturn. Um, and we're looking at studios and big loans and biz loans. Okay. All right, damn. Yeah, I don't know. It feels like identity shift and expansion in career because we do have kind of Jupiter kind of blowing up that 10th house for you right now. So, um that's cool. I wonder if you're going to be more public about promoting it when Jupiter goes into Cancer as well, cuz Jupiter will be going into that 11th house, which is like your social media following, people, like people that groups, allies, people that support you. And it's going to be conjunct your sun. So it just feels like some kind of like personal expansion. So, um, okay, cool. All right. Love you too. Miss you. Okay. Amanda, are you still here? Maybe not. We'll see. Okay. Amanda, if you're here, perfect. I need your birth info, please. So birth date, time, and city, state, or city, country. Yeah, because I don't think I have it. I don't. Okay. All right. 617. Perfect. Thank you so much. So yeah, 6:40 in the morning. Johnson City. Okay, let me make sure I got that right. Okay. Yes. Okay, cool. Okay. All right. Let's see. And do you have any particular, are you kind of wanting to know more about your birth chart? Or are you wanting to know kind of about like what's going on around you, what's coming up for you, or maybe all of the above? Um, I am just going to start talking, I think, too, as well. So, um, okay. All right. So we're looking at Cancer rising. What's coming up this year? Okay, we can do that. Let me just kind of peek at your birth chart first and get myself oriented. So we have okay. Get down, kitty. Okay. We have Jupiter on the ascendant in your chart. You're gonna have your Jupiter return this year. Your second, or not second one, your fourth one, I believe. I'll talk about what that means in a little bit, but I do want to mention your Cancer rising. I feel like you feel things very deeply. You have a Scorpio moon too. Like when I say like intuitive, I feel like it's maybe to like a very intense degree. And I kind of wonder too if like you're very perceptive when it comes to people. Um, I'm also going to say I feel like you may have a special relationship to children or being connected to children in some way. Or it could be like creative projects, art, anything that's sort of springing from you creating something. um, oh, thanks, Allie. Hi. I hope you're doing well. But yeah, I don't know. Let me know if any of that makes sense, because otherwise I'm not gonna know. So, um, but yeah, I don't know. Your Scorpio moon doesn't miss much. I'm also gonna say too, I feel like you're probably a person that doesn't like to be told what to do. There's a very kind of independent, or I'm going to do the opposite, like energy. Um, because your moon, which is your ruling planet, is conjunct Uranus, the rebel planet. Um, that also maybe could signify like your children like themselves might be like a little bit like different or something too. But you definitely, I feel like you kind of give some kind of rebel maybe energy like with that. Um your Gemini sun, so you have a Gemini sun. So yeah, so I mean, um I feel like you have a lot more sort of intuitive, like emotionally connected energy than you would might normally kind of consider if you hear about like Gemini stuff. Um Also, I'm gonna say maybe you might be someone who needs like periods of like recharge time, rest time, alone time, or maybe you do your like best thinking, like if I can like be, in my room with the door closed, essentially, just because you have your sun in Gemini and your Mercury are both in the 12th house. Which is, it's like places of isolation, it's healing centers. But to me, it's sort of giving like I need to go in like a room by myself and just like collect my thoughts. Okay, so we want to know, and by the way, oh, and your sense. Okay, all right. Okay, cool. So we are vibing. Okay, cool. Let me fix my chair. I need to get a new office chair this year. I've been needing a new one for like too long. So okay. What is happening? So let's see what's happening for you this year. All right. So I'm gonna look at you and then the planets as they're kind of going around your chart right now. And also I gotta find out how old we are, and I can just do that on my little calculator. Okay, so hold on. 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So, what is happening for you this year? I'm kind of wondering if so right now, Saturn, the planet of like duty and response. Every time I say duty, I do think of poop. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, the planet of serious duty. I'm gonna be serious now. Duty, limitation, responsibility. Things that like achievements that we sort of fight long and hard for. Heavy responsibility. That is right over your career point in your chart, like the point that has to do it with career, your profession, sort of like what you are known for. There also could be maybe overlaying topics around maybe like really defining what your beliefs are, your spirituality, your philosophy, maybe things coming in with other cultures or travel or something like that. But generally speaking, I'm kind of wondering if right at this moment or really essentially since March 2023, but I'm going to say especially like lately, if there's maybe been like a heavier energy with career, or maybe just kind of like a lot on your plate with that, just because Saturn is sort of hanging around at that point. um um we do have some we're going to start to have eclipses too. Good lord, just gotta you're heading to Africa in March. Wow. Okay. No shit. Wow. Okay, that's crazy. That's awesome. I hope the trip to Africa is that's crazy. That's crazy. Where are you going in Africa? What for? And is it for work, by the way, too? Wow. Okay. Yeah, I have chills too. That's how we know. That's how we know we have an accurate birth time. Though. Because I was like, if you weren't really resonating with the career thing, I was like, we might have the wrong birth time. Dream trip. Wow, that's amazing. And you're going in March. Okay. About that is the ruler. So Jupiter, the planet of expansion that also happens to sort of rule things like travel. It's like associated with like long distance travel. It rules your ninth house of long distance travel, like international things. And right now, it's actually moving through your 12th house. The 12th house is associated with things like, spirituality, subconscious mind, mental health stuff. And so maybe there's some emphasis. So maybe there's some like hidden blessing stuff going on there. But also, the 12th house can be extended like travel in foreign lands. I have seen that also. That's not like the first thing I would go to, but it is interesting that Jupiter is doing that. So that's pretty neat. And um okay, big new job. Okay, cool. So, okay, that's crazy. What else are we talking about? I do wonder. Um, okay, so I want to talk about Jupiter for a second. So Jupiter is moving through Gemini. It's in your sun sign right now. It's not at the degree of your sun yet. That is going to be when is that going to be happening? And when did you say you're traveling? Okay, March. Um, when are you traveling in March, by the way? Major season of healing. Yes. Okay. That makes sense. March 28th. Okay. I'm just curious because there's an eclipse around that time. So I want to see where that eclipse is for you. Huh. Okay. So let me just say a couple more things, and then I'll move on to the next person. But I'm having fun reading your chart. I'm not gonna lie. So okay, we have some eclipses coming in March that are going to be in Virgo and Pisces. Um, or no, we have it's going to be a lunar eclipse in Virgo and a solar eclipse in Aries. I'm just going to say generally a theme for you in 2025. I'm wondering if you are going to find some. I wonder if they're going to be more connections or more energy around the travel thing, around experiencing other cultures, broadening your horizons in some way, perhaps things relating to higher education, things connected also to your career, because that's sort of overlaid in those themes in your chart. Um, so I feel like there's maybe going to be more of that, or just like I feel like also like just kind of continuing on this sort of spiritual journey. Because the other part of it is that Jupiter is going to go into Cancer, which is your rising sign, in June, specifically on June 10th. And it's going to be there for about a year. So for you, for you, it does feel like saying yes to things, more opportunities, but Jupiter kind of going across your ascendant and connecting to your natal Jupiter, the Jupiter in your birth chart, you're going to be having your Jupiter return. So, and Jupiter in your chart does have a lot to do with spirituality, with travel, along with work, things too, like work opportunities. So it's going to starting. You're going to have some new cycles beginning to. I feel like you're going to have some new cycles there, because we have a Jupiter return every 12 years. But I just kind of feel like those themes are going to be really popping off for you. I also want to mention, what is it that you do for career? Um, you have a very Jupiterian flavor to your career, meaning Jupiter significations are important. I kind of would say almost like I feel like you make like a natural teacher. Maybe there's charity work. like nonprofit kind of vibes. I'm not sure what you do, but I am curious about what you do for work before I move on to my next kind of person. Chief, you know what's so funny? You know, it's really funny. Okay, so chief growth officer at a consulting firm. Okay, so Jupiter is literally the planet of growth. So it's referred to as like the planet of growth and expansion. And I do feel like you may have just like a warm energy that's like kind of inviting. That's just because you have Jupiter and Cancer on your ascendant. But Jupiter is literally the planet of growth, and you have that planet right on your ascendant. So, and that planet rules your midheaven, which is sort of like which is about kind of career things. So I don't know. That's super cool. It just came leave the org and just came from a nonprofit before that. Okay, that is so cool. Well, thank you for letting me look at your chart. There's a donation link in my bio if you feel called to that, and then or not. It's just it's donation, but I thought I'd throw it out there. So yeah, you're welcome. Thanks for letting me look at that. I might clip that part out and put that on my feed because I'm like that's pretty cool. Minus your birth information, of course. So thank you so much. Okay. Hi, no Athena. Who are you again? I know you, but I was like, okay, nope, your actual name is on your profile. Okay. I know I've read you before. Okay, so hi Steph. Oh my gosh, hi. Let me look. So Clarissa's been here. So let me do Clarissa and then Noah Athena. Steph, I hope you're doing well. I hope I hope things are going well with the one guy we talked about. That'd be cool. I hope that's still going strong. Clarissa, I could use your birth info, please. Date, time, location. Which sounds very much like what we used to say on AIM back in the day. ASL, age, sex, location. So, oh, you know what, Clarissa, hold on. Let me just check. Oh no, boo. Okay, I'm sorry. Or not to you, Clarissa, to Steph, who I was talking to. Okay, well, that's a bummer, but oh, Clarissa, I definitely have this. Clarissa, I'm just gonna mention I have 5:42 p.m. and I have you as Libra rising with Libra moon and a Taurus sun. Is that correct? Thank you, Ellie. Okay, perfect. Okay, yeah. Sometimes I'm like, do I have your chart? I have no idea. Oh, wow, you're gonna get your Jupiter return this year too. That's cool. Let's see what is going on. So, Clarissa, any particular things you're wanting to know about? Leaving your job soon. Period. that's what I fucking say. I'm sick of having a regular job. I think I'm gonna go full time this year. I was just thinking, like, I literally was like, Uranus stationed last night on my sun, which rules my career sector, and I was like, I'm fucking crappy. I'm sleepy. I don't like being told what to do. So anyway, yeah, I've like been working part-time for a while and I'm like, I think I'm over it. Oh Mandy, is your Jupiter return too? Are you Jupiter in Gemini or Cancer, Mandy? Okay, Clarissa. All right, let's see. Okay. Okay, so let's focus on Clarissa. What's going on for you? You're quitting your job. That's funny. It's funny because Mars is in your 10th house. We might have to look at your chart later, Mandy, too, because my Jupiter returns in Gemini as well. Okay, so Clarissa, how old are you right now? Let me see. Oh, you're younger than me. Okay, I can do that in my head, babe. We don't have to break out a calculator. Okay, so okay. So you're in a Leo 11th house year ruled by the Taurus sun. Yeah, I just feel like you're probably not really wanting to be told what to do, especially at the moment. Um, hey Jennifer, I will see. I have one more after this one, and then I could open it up to you. And they are donation based, and the link is in the description on the video. So Clarissa, yeah. So yeah, just when Uranus is conjunct the sun, and it's been kind of hanging around for like past year ish or so. Um, oh my God, hi Anna, what's up, girl? Hi. And by the way, I'm coming to Chicago next year. I gotta focus. I gotta focus. Hi Anna. Okay, back to what I'm doing. So, um, yeah. So the past year or so, Uranus has been hanging around your sun. Um, for you, I mean, like the sun is like personal aura, personal identity stuff, but also the sun rules the people that you hang around with, the people that your groups, people that you're like friendships, allies, people that you are sort of connected to, people who support you, social things. There might just have been maybe some changes in that, or maybe you're just seeking like a different flavor. I will say Uranus has been on my sun this year because we are, I'm May 13th, you're May 16th, right? And it's funny because this has been the year that I've gotten a tattoo and a couple piercings, and I've never had any of that before, but this year I'm just like, fuck it. Like I'm just gonna do what I want. Also, um, it is hitting your sun in the eighth house as well. The eighth house can be money stuff, loans, debts, investments, credit card stuff. I don't know. I'm not sure how that would translate necessarily, but there could be just some maybe sudden changes in that category, or maybe how you work with that kind of money. Going back to job stuff, Mars is retrograde in your 10th house of career right now. So, in a sense, kind of not surprising that you're like, and Mars is literally separation. And so kind of not surprising that you're like, I'm not fucking leaving. So I don't know where you're going next. Do you have something lined up, or what's happening with the job thing? Like what's the reason behind that? If you don't mind me asking. Oh, TBD. Okay. All right. All right. Um I feel that. That's cool. Um, okay, let's see here. I mean, we'll have like some. There's gonna be a new moon in Pisces relatively soon. I mean, in about a month, which is your sixth house. I will say after June, Jupiter coming into that. Well, okay. First of all, Mars going direct. Mars is going to be going direct next month. Um, um, I gotta think. Hold on. Yeah, Mars is going direct next month in your 10th house. So if there is a little bit of a stall, like I'm going to say maybe it could be that there might be a little bit of a stall, at least into maybe feeling like that we have some momentum when it comes to career things. While Mars goes direct, because Mars really slows down before it's gets going in the opposite direction. That's going to be on February 23rd. And then it finally leaves your 10th house in April. I'm going to say career things are going to be feeling like they're really going in the right direction. So, and I'm not saying like, oh, you're not having a job for months. That's not what I'm saying. It's more like your overall career, professionally, what you are wanting to be doing. That's going to really be, I think, under construction and really getting some, I don't know, really positive energy with Jupiter going into Cancer in June, because it's also the start of your Jupiter return. So it's like there's something kind of bigger for you, I think, with this career stuff. I also would think too, what does Jupiter rule for you? Hold on. I also kind of wonder if maybe you wouldn't. Okay, there's two things I want to mention. I feel like whatever it is, maybe that you're going to be your workspace, how you work, maybe it feels a little unusual. Maybe we like to work from home as well. But I'm wondering if just something maybe unusual or unconventional about how you work or your workspace or what your work environment looks like. Um, could be part of this Jupiter energy. So yeah, that's kind of what I have for you. Anyway, but yes, I'm gonna say overall, do what you have to do right now. But I do feel like long term career feels really good and it feels rejuvenating. Like you're gonna feel like maybe your purpose is gonna be restored essentially when it comes to work stuff, especially after Jupiter gets into Cancer. Hi, Alicia. Hi, Tarot Diagnosis. If you're still here, hope you're feeling better. Hi, Michelle. What's up, girl? Okay. I forgot who the hell I'm waiting for right now. Okay. I'm gonna do two more. We'll do Jennifer on YouTube, and then we have Mandy on Instagram. So cool. So, Jennifer, if you're still here, I will happily take a look at your chart. And I do have a donation link there if anyone feels called to it as well. Oh, yeah. Okay. Mandy, I might have to look at yours another time because I basically can do two more and then I have a workout after. But we'll do because I forgot Noah Athena was there too. But Mandy, I'll have to look at yours another time and be doing more lives as well. So we'll look at Jennifer and then Noah. Thank you, Jennifer. I really appreciate that. I'm sure it went through. I'm not really spending time checking. Just like whatever. I'm just like, here it is, universe. So okay, cool. So we'll do Jennifer and then Noah. Period. So Jennifer, do you have a time or location for me as well? And let me know if the time that you give me is an estimation. Thank you. Yes. Oh, we love an exact birth time. We just love it. Okay. I can work without it, but it's more fun with it. I'm not gonna lie. I've been trying to get a hold of my dad's fucking birth time and my little brother. Um, like, and because I cannot stand not having my actual family members. Like, I'm like, how do I not know my father's own rising sign? This drives me nuts. But I'm almost convinced he's a Taurus rising. so, I will have to report back to the internet when I actually find out. Okay, so make sure I have it right. March 12th, 9, 6:55 a.m. Period. All right, here we go. Okay, so Jennifer, are we do you want to know anything kind of specific? I'm going to start looking at your birth chart and just kind of pick around a little bit and kind of look at current cycles too. But if there's like a special topic you want me to look at, let me know. So what am I doing? What's happening? Okay. We have a Pisces rising. Let me just actually shut up for a second and focus. Relationships. Okay. Another Jupiter in Cancer. You're gonna have your Jupiter return too. What? Okay. Relationships. You have a lot of Pisces. I think you were actually born shortly before a lunar eclipse in Virgo, by the way. Because yeah, you were born like maybe like a day or so before a lunar eclipse. So I would maybe look back at around when we have Virgo and Pisces eclipses over the years. You can do that on astro-seek.com and maybe see when important because those periods of time, those years I feel like are probably going to be more important to you. Because when you're born near, like when you're born near an eclipse, um, especially like when these eclipses happen in your sign, which they are going to be happening in your sign, um, it's like important. These are going to be kind of more important turning points in life. So, okay, yeah, you have like a super, you have a lot of Pisces energy, first of all. So we have like this very, okay, let me just think for a second. Okay. Yeah, we have a Pisces ascendant, so we get this maybe, so there's the creativity, the compassion, the intuition, um, you know, but also we have this very discerning, analytical Virgo moon too. And I feel like you're very perceptive and tuned into other people because your Virgo moon is in the seventh house. Your love language might be like being of service, like I made the bed for you, I cooked for you, you know. And I want to say maybe there is a tendency to maybe have this maybe more serious energy too, because your moon is conjunct Saturn. So it's like you might be the one that sort of takes responsibility for things. Um, it's like you're going to kind of see through sort of that to-do list. I think sometimes getting your moon to like let go of that can be difficult. I have a Virgo moon too. It's like a Virgo moon club. Um, um, okay. Jupiter. Also, there's something your ruling planet. So Jupiter is the ancient ruler of Pisces. So looking at that ruling planet, that's important. Um, and you have Jupiter in Cancer. I think that you probably have like a naturally sort of charitable kind of energy, maybe make a natural teacher, maybe make like a really good nurturer. There might be something special. It's like you maybe feel like the sense of expansion or there's something special connected to your life's purpose, connected to maybe like creativity, creating things, art, anything connected to maybe children, or have like a special relationship to children, um, or just I'm hold on, I'm thinking fifth house, creativity, art, and also like romance does play like a key factor in that too. Um, so when we look at relationships, there's relationship stuff that's going to be happening with these eclipses. Number one. So let me actually go ahead. I got to bring up. I got to bring up. Okay. So the nodes have just gone into Virgo and Pisces. This is important for you. Um, um, First of all, because these nodes are going to accompany some eclipses, they're going to be starting to happen in March. I feel like your one-on-one relationships, romantic relationships, partnerships, business partnerships, your one-on-one relationship stuff. These are, I think, going to really begin going through some bigger changes. Let me look at this first one in March. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I really feel like you're going to feel these. This lunar eclipse in Virgo happening on March 14th is going to be opposing your sun. It's going to be so I don't know if are you in a relationship now, or are you like wanting to know like I just want some clarity, like what do you want to know about relationships, just so I can pinpoint it a little bit. And also I need to do some math too while I'm sitting here. Okay, yeah. I mean, I feel change is coming too, like, just generally speaking. Um, the eclipses, I just feel like are gonna help move things along. Like, that feels like arriving to a decision, feeling some kind of I was gonna say like the astrology of kind of what I'm feeling is like, I feel like you're going to be maybe arriving to some sort of conclusion or there's some sort of big completion, some sort of big event that feels like happening, that I feel like happening like around like mid-March, around that eclipse. And that eclipse does feel like we're taking things very seriously. There's a very sort of serious energy to that eclipse. And also that's really kind of the energy of like defining what you want. Like, is this okay with me? Like there's an energy around like I'm gonna say like, oh my god, what is the word I'm fucking looking for? The reason I mention that is because Saturn, the planet of limitation, of responsibility, of prioritizing things, is going to be conjunct to our sun at the same time. And when that happens, it's sort of like we have this sort of air of responsibility and just sort of like this sort of sobriety, this sort of sober look at our life, at our relationships. So I feel like that happening for you. What else? So that's happening then. Saturn is doing that. Um, and I am going to mention one thing regarding Jupiter, because Jupiter is your ruling planet. So Jupiter is a planet of expansion right now. It's in your fourth house. It has to do with like home stuff. I'm kind of wondering if there's going to be something connected to maybe expansion of home, some beneficial things connected to home and family. It could be a good time to move or just expand the home or like redecorate or like just energy connected to family roots, ancestor home, kind of toward end of May is kind of when I can really maybe feel that happening. But when Jupiter goes into Yes. So when Jupiter goes into Cancer, that's going to be on June 10th, and it's going to spend a lot of time in your fifth house. So you're going to be beginning that Jupiter return cycle. So that's going to be your creative opportunities. That's going to be connection to like anything that makes you happy, anything that sort of makes your heart sing, anything that is connected to children, as well as just expansion for you on a personal level. That is going to start in June. You won't feel the zenith of that toward the end of Jupiter's cycle. So I kind of feel like that's starting in 2025, but that really picks up in 2026. But generally, what I want you to know about these eclipses is like the North Node is in your sign, is in Pisces, and that is literally about personal growth. That is about like that's about like your identity maybe changing. Like I don't know, accepting new things, becoming someone, like the feeling of like evolution, and then kind of looking at maybe what you want to let go of and it kind of welcoming in some change to your partnership sector. It may not be that, oh, we break up, I do feel like things don't stay the same. Something changes as far as partnership goes. So, but let me know how those eclipses turn out for you, um you know because that's definitely I feel like some pretty significant energy. So okay, so that's what I got for you, so I hope that's helpful. Okay, cool. All right, I'm gonna do one more. We're gonna look at Noah Athena. I'm getting really congested. You're so welcome, Jennifer. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. All right. Um, and Noah, are you still here? Okay, cool. You're my last one. There is a donation link in my bio if you are able to. Otherwise, no worries if not. Oops, hold on. 12, 20. Okay. Gothenburg, Sweden. Okay. Okay, does Scorpio rising sound right to you? I feel like that's familiar to me. I feel like this chart's feeling very familiar. Okay. Okay. So okay, anything in particular you are wanting to know? And I'm gonna go fill my little cup. I'll be right back, okay? But let me know kind of what you're thinking you want me to touch on for you. Career. Okie dokie. Okay. Okay. So, okay, and then how old? I gotta figure out how old you are. 27, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. All right. So 27 years of age. Yes. Okay. Wow, there's a lot. You have a lot of shit going on in Aquarius, don't you? Okay. I gotta say the realm of family and home for you, there's a lot maybe going on there at age 27. Things connected to family, to home, your sense of identity and belonging within family, things going on with your family themselves, your roots, ancestors, all that. Um, your sort of personal foundation in your life. I just feel like there's maybe that feels more highly charged this year because that area of your chart is activated via perfection. So when you're 27, you're in a fourth house year, and also Pluto is there. So Pluto has moved in permanently. I mean, for like the next 20 years. So there really is like this sort of transformative, intense quality that maybe can be felt as it's sort of moved in. And it's right now it's hanging out between Mars and your natal Mars and Venus. Where is your so Mars is a ruling planet? I gotta say, number one, Pluto hanging out on your Mars. That can be about being very like you might just have more of an intense aura right now too. It's very much like whatever you are going to do, you're like, I'm gonna do it obsessively, basically. Um, because Mars is your ruling planet. I feel like you need an outlet for something, like an outlet to create something or like something to for you to focus on that you can sort of do obsessively. Um, I'm not sure if you know what that is yet, but it also could have to do it with work as well. It could just make I don't know. I just feel like that can definitely lend just like an air of intensity just generally to you and also to work and health things. That can be like I'm really obsessed with my health and like getting my body back or whatever. Um, Pluto is also going to be conjuncting your Venus as well. Um, okay. So, I gotta look something up. Hold up. I gotta look at my. I'm gonna look at my transit book. I need to look at keywords about Pluto. Hold on. Okay. just, I kind of get the feeling of like, so this year, so definitely stuff with relationships. I know we'll talk about career in a second, but I got to talk about this Pluto thing first. Relationships can take on a very um intense energy this year, and this is relationships, like partnerships, romantic partnerships, your one-on-one connections. It's like there's not a whole lot that's lighthearted about it. It could be relationships with family, too. But yeah, I don't know, like relationships really take on like a very kind of intense energy this year. Um, okay, hold on. Yep, thinking. Okay, so I don't know. I just kind of want to mention that there's definitely a lot of intensity kind of happening in that part of your chart. So, also, can you tell me what's going on with home stuff? Because you were resonating with it, but I wonder if there's a little bit more you could tell me. Um, as far as career, let's see. Where's your sun? Sag. Okay. Oh, okay. You're gonna have eclipses on your career point, by the way. Um, um, so the eclipse that's happening in March 14th is right on your career point. Definitely had a conversation with that. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that feels. Yep. Damn. Okay. Um, I'm sorry you went through that. Number one, you know. And good for you for talking about it. It's interesting too, just because Pluto is often about like unearthing things, you know, like bringing things up. Um, Especially in like the bottom part of your chart, it's like literally like the skeletons in the closet. Like let's look at them, you know. So okay. So as far as career, the nodes are moving in, and I'm kind of wondering if you're really going to be shifting directions with what you're doing for work, for career. Maybe, and I'm also going to say this could really kind of be maybe lining you up to getting on like a different path or just to doing something else, because it's also going to be your nodal reversal. So you have the north node in Virgo, south node in Pisces. The nodes right now are the north nodes in Pisces right now, south nodes in Virgo. I'm kind of feeling like there's like some shift kind of coming as far as sort of career stuff. I feel like that eclipse, once you get to kind of like that March 14th kind of time, um, we're maybe thinking about it very seriously. We're maybe sort of taking something on or really feeling the weight of responsibility, or like, really, what do I want to do? I'm not fucking around anymore. Also, just because Saturn is your time lord this year. So um Saturn will be conjunct your home point. So, like, again, maybe continuing those sort of like getting serious about healing family stuff, but also maybe taking on more responsibility in the family, or taking career things very seriously. It's like I just feel like we're getting very serious about life direction, and then also feeling some changes within our career path. Um, um, let's see. What I just want to see maybe what I could see you doing. Um, okay, here's your Mercury. Oh, cool. That's exciting. Okay. Yes, mama. All right. Where's your Mercury? Mercury's in Sag. Um, okay. Um, let me think. Jupiter in Cancer should be good for you too. Okay, so first of all, Jupiter in Gemini, um, um, that can be good for like making money from kind of more unconventional means, like commissions, royalties. Um, like the eighth house is other people's money. Jupiter going through your ninth, I would say things connected to education and travel would be really favored for you as well. So if that means more school, or if that means like, I don't know, like international, like an international sort of opportunity or something too, or like, something where it's connected to sort of like publishing or putting yourself out there online. Like it's going to support all of that. Um, what else about career? What else are we sort of seeing with what else are we seeing with career right now? It should be, I mean, it'll be interesting for you as far as work stuff. Because Saturn is going to go into Aries this year. Hi, Omar. Long time no see. Aries is going. Blah, blah, blah. Your Time Lord, which is Saturn, is going to be dipping its toes into your sixth house of work, which is. I forgot when. Where's that book? Hold on. Where's my ephemeris? When the hell is that happening? Okay. Yeah. May 26th through September 1st. I would kind of notice what your workspace is looking like. Because I just, yeah, I don't know. I just feel like you're going to be really getting more serious about your work and like how you work, what you do for work. Just because you're going to be essentially starting your Saturn return kind of preview this year, starting at more in 2026. And that's going to really be about your work, essentially. I feel like you're kind of want to be more independent as far as how you work and what you do for work. Kind of being your own boss a little bit, just because you have Saturn and Aries in that sixth house of work. So yeah, I don't know. Focus feels like definitely family, but also just getting very serious about what you're doing for career is kind of what I'm seeing for you. I'm gonna say also one more thing. So there's that eclipse I mentioned mid-March. There is one March 29th that is going to be in your sixth house, and that's a solar eclipse. That could feel more like a new beginning. And that's gonna be, it's like 8-9 degrees. So I like that more because that I think my brain's running out of juice here, but I don't know. I just feel like I'm repeating myself. but I did want to mention those two things. So okay, cool. Yeah, I don't know. I just wonder if you might, with Pluto there, and like with Pluto hanging out in your fourth house, conjuncting your ruling planet and Venus, it's like I just feel like whatever you're doing, you're gonna be very fixated on it and very serious about it. I'm gonna say too, like honing your craft is really important in your chart, like perfecting your craft, because you have the moon in Virgo conjunct the North Node near your midheaven. So it's like you being precise, having precision, and really doing the work. When it comes to acting, it's really important, I think, in your chart. So, cool. All right. Well, thanks so much. Good luck. Keep me posted. I definitely, and also as far as writing, there's definite kind of ninth house sort of like publishing things kind of happening, especially after June. So yeah, stop procrastinating. But I think the stars are going to be like, "Hi, we're going to fucking get serious now." So, but I think also, you've been dealing with some stuff, so all in good time. So, all right. Well, thank you so much. Thanks to everyone who watched, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks, Clarissa. Thanks, Noah. No problem.